I just wanted to hear from you, what is nominalization?
Okay.
Because it doesn't mean much to me.
Okay. All right. So a nominalization, like energy is a nominalization. Insomnia is a nominalization. So it's a word that represents a process. So when we know with the energy model, what is energy? Energy is a nominalization. You've got good energy.
Like a definition?
It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor. Energy is a metaphor. All right. So it means it just represents something else. And that's what it is. So energy is really, if you look at somebody, they got good energy, what are you saying? Well, I see this person and I have a response to them. They have an attitude, a behavior, an action, a belief that I recognize and I feel good or bad about. And you'll, shh. So you see this and you say they have good energy or bad energy, and whose is supplying the meaning? You. And then, of course, this is built from your action. When I see you, you have good energy from my perception. It's because I see you act a certain way, look certain ways, your beliefs and actions this. Now, your action and your belief and what you do from inside you is built from memories and internal representations. Which means if you have negative experiences, you have anger, hurts, and rejections and abandonment, your actions, your attitude, beliefs will be one way, and they'll say she's got negative energy. But if you go back to internal representations and experiences, underneath that is modalities. Visual, auditory, kinesthetic, taste, smell. The modalities and the subs is what help the brain records experiences, which everything is built from. So energy is really an expression of internal representations. And with FasterEFT eutaptics, what do we go? We go to internal representations, beliefs, memories, and internal references. We change this, and all of a sudden, your energy is good. Your chakras are good. You're lined up, and you have a good aura. But it's all expressed from where? Internal representations. So what we do is we cut the fluff and get right to the stuff, which is memory and internal representations. You change this, the energy changes. So energy, again, is a normalization. Yeah, energy. Now there's another energy thing. Energy, everything has energy in it. As a matter of fact, this table has spinning atoms. And it's energy too. But there's a different one that we're dealing with. Well, we're dealing with when you eat food, your body breaks it down and turns into usable energy. We're not talking about that one. We're talking about internal representation. When you change this, everything else changes. And there is what you call the hypnosis of all modalities, including ours. Everything. There's hypnosis in all the modalities. And so according to however they use their hypnosis, their languaging, will determine if the healing modality, whatever the healing modality is, will work or not. It is all hypnosis. It's all placebo. Placebo is the mind ability to create it. When they go to the doctor is using energy work to whether you're going to heal or not. He says we have this great research, it could help you or not. Now the interpreter, which is you, will translate it and see something positive inside your head based on your own internal references. You will heal. The other one has a different model. The doctor says the same thing, but the interpreter, which is the self, will translate it and say, I don't trust this doctor, nothing works for me anyway, so they end up dying. This is all hypnosis. All therapies are basically built on the pre-hypnosis, except for ours. Because you don't have to believe. Why? We step inside the head. We step inside the beliefs. We step into the structure of the mind, and then we elicit structure and we change structure. Then it's going to happen anyway because we're doing mental mechanics. Big difference. But we do the hypnosis of it too. Because what is our hypnosis? 2 miles of the world. How the brain works, trance monkey. This is also hypnosis. Because we're saying, okay, I have pictures in my head. You know what? I didn't even know that. 2 miles of the world. Oh, I'm responding to you, and I'm blaming you, but I'm the one who's responding. And they're not even here, and I'm feeling this. This is hypnosis. It's logic, too. So now, as we teach and we share the principles, art of change, how to tap, we teach how the perceptual positions inside the mind, and go, I didn't even know that. Like the German I met for a birthday thing, he said, I changed memories. He said, you can't change memories. Memories you can't change. And I stepped inside of his head and come to find out his memory did change. And he didn't even know it because there was perceptual positions and submodalities and modalities. All of a sudden he realized they do change. Now he didn't believe this shit was going to work anyway. He said, well, I'm just going to have to think about this. Because again, we're stepping into the real deal, which is mental mechanics. Which, by the way, if you do mental mechanics and your internal representation, it's easy to accept what we do because there's no belief needed. It's practical. The other ones, by the way, any therapy, even if it's the bullshit, horseshit, non-real therapy, will work because the power of belief and the hypnosis of it. So if you get somebody who's a believer, you can use this right here. Matter of fact, Jesus touched this. Actually, he's touching it right now through me. So again, by the belief, you lay the tissue on them and they're going to heal because of power, belief, and internal representation. It's the pre-talk that sets it up. And it's like I said, when I say there's what you call the believers, we call the believers who are easy to believe by anything that anybody sells at the door, and they will fall into it and it will work because they're what you call believers. And there's the other people who are just say, well, I just need proof. Give me proof. I'm one of those. All right?